So as mentioned, what we want to do is just build a little cart summary now that shows how much they're currently, how many donations they currently have in the cart. And so let's go in and just build this little component that can sit anywhere we want it in our project. And that's one of the beauties of creating a component. So I'm going to call this function cart. Now, sometimes you do see this verbiage. They're even getting away from the word function, and we just have a const. This is going to be it's obviously a function because of the way it's going to be used. I say cart summary, and then I have it, I set it equal to something passed in, and then I say, as a result of this function, we're going to do this stuff. So that's the same thing. You'll see this set up this way. That would be the same thing as saying function cart summary, opening, closing brace, and then this with a return statement. It's just saying this is what's being passed in, and then the result of this is this. So that's just like a return. And so I'm going to build this one this way because sometimes you will see it. It seems like React is starting to head more toward doing things this way. So inside this function, I'm going to say const, and I'll, well, let me do it a piece at a time, and that'll help it to make more sense. So what I want to return here is a div. Now, a bunch of this we haven't studied, and I looked it up on chat to see how to do it because I'm not good with figuring out the CSS stuff. So it says the style for this is going to be equal to, and then it does a whole bunch of things to make it look like a cart. So we're just going to follow along with this and go in and set up the style. So the position is going to be fixed. The top is going to be 10 pixels. And this is building a little cart icon, and we're going to set it with the data. The right is going to be 20 pixels. The background is going to be, and then it goes and builds this. This is, again, you could do differently here, but it just grabs a color, which it represents in hexadecimal. So F8, F9, FA is the color they chose. And you can go into a color palette and grab whatever color you want out of there and put that in instead. The padding is going to be 10 pixels, 15 pixels, and then border radius is 8 pixels. The cursor is going to be a pointer. And many of these things, I don't know what it does either. We could go in and look it up, learn more about it. So display is a flex. Align items, center. Box shadow, 0, 2 pixel. And again, this is just making this look a certain way. The RGBA is 0, another representation of color, 0, 0, 0.2. And the font size is going to be, 16 pixels. All right, so that's setting up all the style for it. And then I'm going to say, well, what happens is in this div, on click, what I want to do is have, like when you click on the cart, what do you want it to do? The little picture of the cart up in the corner, you want it to take you to the cart, right? So I can in here say, what I want to do in that case is navigate. Now it's not going to recognize that at first. I have to remember, I have to come up here and say, set up a const called navigate. And that's going to be equal to the use navigate, which it's also not going to recognize. I need to import that. And now it recognizes that. So I can say navigate to the cart page when they click on this thing. All right, so then I can paste in let's see, what am I missing? Oh, that's inside the div, so we're inside the div still. And then it has the little picture of the cart. Now there are multiple ways to do this. There's a thing called Font Awesome you can use and whatever, but if we just browse out and grab a cart picture, so we can go to https emojipedia.org/shopping cart and see what we have available out there. We can copy this little picture of a shopping cart, and then right here in our code, if this works like it should, we should be able to just paste that in. So we can get that little picture of the shopping cart in there, and then we can add in here bolded the total amount. So we can say total amount, which we don't have yet. So that's something we're going to need to do. 2 fixed, and then 2 decimal places to make it look like a dollar value. And then closing brace for our function. Hang on, what did I do? I've messed it up again. So this is all part of the div on click. So we shouldn't be closing that div, and we haven't yet. The closing's there. Sorry, we have a closing tag right there for the div. The closing angle bracket for the div is right there. Total amount. I've got 1 extra parenthesis. Okay. Save that. Now, it doesn't recognize total amount because we have to go figure that out from the cart. And so this is the part where we come in and say, let's set up a const called total amount. And that's going to be equal to whatever's in the cart. Now, it doesn't know about the cart yet. And so that's where we have to, just like we did on the other page, say go out and get the cart from our useCart function that we built. It won't recognize what that is. We need to import from the cart context, and it says, oh, I know what you're talking about. And now we have cart available to us. So then we can say go into the cart, and we can use this little function called reduce. And again, you can go look all this up to see what each of these individual things are. I'm not that worried about it because this is something that wouldn't be hard to figure out. Go in and grab the sum and add whatever the item donation amount is, and then 0 is the default value. So we're going to go figure out how much the sum of the cart is, and oh, I'm missing my arrow function here. That's what it's not liking. Save that. Okay, now I think we're good on that. So this will go calculate the total amount and put that in a variable called total amount that we can print out as part of this cart. Now, what I need to do in the end is export default cart summary. And now everybody's happy. Almost. There we go. So now we have this component called cart summary that's going to put a little picture and figure out how much is sitting out in this cart value, and we can put that whatever we want to. So I can go into my projects page, and before the welcome band, before anything, I can come up and say, I want to add in the cart summary. All right, I save that. It doesn't recognize it at first. I can import it. And now, if I save that, then when I go to the page, up here in the top right corner, I have a cart summary. If I donate $50, I don't know why that's doing that, then it has that value there. And if I continue browsing, it now has $50 there. If I donate again, $100 here, add to cart, continue browsing, now my cart is updated to show 150. And so this is really cool. I don't know if you understand how cool this is. All that CSS, by the way, gave us this look. But the shopping cart now is carrying from page to page to page because of all the work we did to set up that context file. Let's recap in the next video and be done. Spencer out.